So, I used to have a survival world on Bedrock for a few years, but the laptop that I use can't open Minecraft anymore. The whole computer's gone to absolute crap. But because Bedrock worlds can't be imported as files without having been exported by the game itself, for some reason, my world has been left to the ashes. But now I have Java and a new computer, so I guess it's not all bad. I was going to type in a seed, just some things that I like for good luck, but I decided to go completely random, to leave it up to fate. Thanks to Sparesy for helping me with some computer stuff. Most notably, I'm editing this video because I now have audio. It's important to note that when I was playing this, I did not have audio. That's right, playing hardcore Minecraft on extra hardcore with no sound. Let's just go ahead and start this up. I spawned in my least favorite biome, the extreme hills or whatever it's called. But look at that. An abandoned village. It's already starting to feel like Bedrock again. If you didn't know, Bedrock has had a bug for basically forever. That almost a quarter, I believe it is, of villages that spawn are abandoned villages, which is much more than it is supposed to be and like it is in Java. So in Java, this is actually pretty rare. I opt not to go ahead and explore it right now just because there's zombies in there and I really don't want to risk anything. This is intended to be a long-term hardcore world, so not taking too many risks right off the bat. But the first thing on the agenda is to get a bed so I don't have to deal with the nighttime so that it's basically not hardcore. I used to play with a Xbox controller for a very long time, so I'm not the best at using the normal Minecraft controls, but I'm getting a lot better at it. I always feel bad just absolutely obliterating the sheep, but I gotta get a bed somehow. That being said, there is an entire village there, but I have this weird thing where I don't like to change things in Minecraft if I like how they look. I like to leave them exactly as they were. Gotta be sure to pick up some dyes though, I can't play Minecraft without getting dyes. And only now do I start getting wood, because I can't break a tree first. What am I, basic? I'm not basic, that's task number 3. Task number 1 is wool. Task number 2 is dyes. Task number 3, that is get wood. This is a nice area up in that little side of the mountain, but I'm worried that mobs might fall on me, so I decide not to do it over there. Granted, I've got a lot of resource gathering before I even start to build a house, so let's start getting some tools up and ready. At first I decide to go get stone, but then I decide that I want wood. I don't really want to get stone right now, I can do that once it's nighttime. I want to get as much wood as possible. Might as well make a full set of wooden tools while I'm at it. I'm sorry for killing your brethren, sheep. The curiosity started to get to me. I want to know if there's any really cool tools or pieces of armor in this village anywhere. There doesn't seem to be any zombies, but there's some sheep out here and I always trust a brown sheep. Chickens are my favorite mobs in Minecraft. They look so stupid. They don't even look like chickens. And again, no zombies in sight. Although there's a lot of good items in the village, again, I want to leave it as it is, as a sort of memorial to the villagers that used to live here. Even though because the game works, none of them used to live here, but you know what I mean. I love the yellow beds. Yellow beds and green beds and orange beds are my favorite, but yellow is my most favorite. I decide though to just leave it there. I really want to keep this village like sacred almost. And besides, I already killed those sheep. There's dandelions right there. I can dye the bed by myself. Always be sure to collect tons of dye. What am I going to use it for? I don't know, but I'm collecting it. These cobwebs or spiderwebs or whatever they're called, they could be useful in some stuff later on. So I definitely don't want to break any of them into string. This cave is so scary. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because my new computer screen is so big, but it looks so scary. And because I can't hear, I'm just too afraid to go in, but I do need stone at some point. Paranoia starts to kick in pretty hard, but I need some. I need some now. In and out, in and out. Not going back in there until I get some armor. I really don't like going in caves in Minecraft. They're scary. It's starting to turn nighttime though, and I decide to go back to that side of the hill I saw earlier and start digging in that little divot. That seems like a good productive way to spend the night. I've already got a bed, but there's not too much point in sleeping since I need to go collect some resources anyways. This area looks pretty nice. I can see me living here long term. Could create a nice pasture out front. Oh, almost dropped my babies. Gotta keep the babies. I have the visual settings on how they come basically, so I can't see anything in the dark. But because it's dark, I place this furnace in a horrible position, and since I already put my resources inside and I don't want to waste it, I just have to deal with where I put it. It's kind of painful, but oh well, I brought it upon myself. Might as well start digging, collecting some stone. I don't really know what I'm gonna build yet, but it's gonna be something. I'm hoping to find some coal. I really don't like having to use wood in the furnace because I love to build stuff. I love to build lots of really big things. And wood is a great resource. I don't want to waste it. If I'm gonna waste anything, it's gonna be all this stone I'm collecting. Since I couldn't find any coal very quickly, I decided to just make some charcoal to get my torches. I then proceed to forget how to place a torch on top of a block you can interact with. I was going to start digging this tunnel downward, but I'm not a pleb. I'm not a plebeian. I need stairs for that, and I want to make them out of cobblestone. But I'm an epic master Minecrafter. I need a stone cutter so that I don't waste the blocks, but for some reason, I forgot that a stone cutter needs iron, and I was very confused by this. I don't know what I thought the blade was made of, But I've already smelted the stone, and there's no going back. They will be used for a stone cutter at some point. Gotta increase the height of the ceiling so I don't scrape my little Minecraft head across the ceiling. Might as well check the time since I don't have any audio to give me hints. Still nighttime. I'm starting to get antsy to design the front of the house because I hate how ugly it is. But hey, in the meantime, I found some coal. It was a little later than I would have liked. I wasted quite a bit of wood in the furnace, but coal's coal. I love just hoarding resources in Minecraft. Never running out is such a good feeling. Always just consistently collecting more. But of course, this is my house right now. I fill in the holes because I'm not a monster. It's gotta be square nothing. Or I guess a rectangular prism. And at this point I realize it's probably daytime, and lo and behold, there it is. Although I might be living in a dirt hut right now, I cannot stand living in an ugly dirt hut. This is gonna be a beautiful dirt hut. I'm making the entrance right now. I've already got a vision in my head. Just this external tunnel exit / entryway, making it look like a real sort of cave, or mine shaft rather. It all starts coming together as you build it. It's really fun to just suddenly have an idea and see it start to come into fruition. At this point, my mind's racing. I got so many ideas. I can make a little garden out front. It can lead right into the pasture with all my animals. It'll all be so well lit up to protect me from all the mobs. I can have a huge castle wall going around the entire compound area. It'll look great. It'll look great. This world has promise, and I'm really feeling it now. At first I didn't feel it because of that hills biome, but I can feel it. I can feel it. Now I might as well put the doors on, get the whole look going, and oh no! I couldn't hear anything. There wasn't any audio. I didn't know the creeper was coming. No! So many memories in this world. I can't believe that's how I died after all this time. No. I decided to start another hardcore world after that. After I had taken a nice mental break and had some fake chicky nuggies, I realized my real problem. It wasn't that I didn't have any audio. It wasn't that I wasn't being safe. It's that I was killing animals. That sheep could have warned me about the creeper, and it didn't. So this is now a vegan run, or vegetarian run more like. And this world is having some real promise. The acacia biome, or savanna, or whatever it's called now, it's my second favorite biome. The desert's my third favorite. My first favorite is the mesa. This one's got some promise. I'm already collecting some dyes. trying to get a good vantage point on what the world looks like. There's no way I'm going to be trusting a desert cave in hardcore. Sand falls way too easily. Oh my, would you look at that? The greatest structure in Minecraft, the desert well. Oh, it's beautiful. Acacia wood is my favorite wood. There's something about the gray and the orange that I just really like. I also like acacia trees in real life. Gotta collect some seeds to start a farm since I can't eat animals now. This is all making me feel back in my old bedrock world. My bedrock world was in a giant mesa biome with tons of acacia next to it. I haven't actually seen an acacia village in survival Minecraft in a long time. I love how they always turn out. They always get this cool terrace look to their farms, and it's just so buggy and interesting looking. You can tell I come from Bedrock when I kinda like the bugs. All sorts of interesting things happen. Like right here, there's just grass in there. Epic. Can't get that in your normal, everyday village. Look, there's some more. There's 3 whole buddies, because everybody needs a friend. The luck in this world just keeps continuing. I've got some bread, I've got some paper, and I've even got a map. Granted, the map opens to this, but it's close enough. Mobs can probably spawn under here and kill me. I don't think I'll be living in here. This looks really cool. It looks like the waterfall carved out this cave. Definitely not going in there, though. This is really just bringing so many memories back from my Bedrock world. It really makes me sad knowing how much work I put into the village in that world and how much is going to need to go into this one to get to the same place. Epic. The Village and Pillage update was one of my favorite updates. They made all of the villages look so good. The good old first Minecraft night steal a villager's bed tactic. Too bad somebody lives here. I'm gonna have to take their bed from them. Don't worry, citizen. I am a magical entity. I can warp space-time by sleeping. It's daytime now, see? I'm not stealing this. I promise I'll give it back. I promise. They didn't believe me. I just completely forgot what I was trying to build there. I can't really explain that at all. Ooh, there's some iron right there. And again, I can't hear anything when I was playing this, so any number of mobs could be in there. There could be a skeleton spawner right there, and I'd be none the wiser. I'm getting really paranoid just thinking how great this seed is, and how quickly it ended last round. I've got some stone at least, but I'm going to need iron armor really quickly if I want to get anything done. I keep walking by this cave and I keep looking at the iron. I need it. It's not a question anymore, I need it. But it's so dangerous. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it, not yet. There's gotta be other sources of iron, can't do it. But I'll forget about it if I don't get it now, might as well. Might as well. Just the old in-out, it'll be real quick. Just in and out. I thought about blocking it off, but it's such a weird structure, and I'm sure it'll be easier to just rip it off like a band-aid. Go as quick as I can. I keep glancing toward each side. I'm just terrified there'll be a creeper or a skeleton come out of nowhere and kill me instantly. I don't know what I'm gonna make out of this iron. Probably armor, but I've got it. Now I'm out. Epic. I never break things like this. They're so entertaining to me. There's even village houses way up here. Is that a pink sheep? Well, this is truly a blessed run. This is a blessed world. The sheeps have forgiven us for killing them in the last world. This is the true vegetarian run, pink sheep, epic world. There don't seem to be any villagers up here, which is weird, but I guess it makes sense. And I suppose if I'm going to be stealing a bed from anyone, I should probably steal it from one of the houses that doesn't have a villager anymore. Makes you wonder what happened to them. Did they die up here? Did they fall down? Is this village just struggling with population issues? Either way, stole the bed. Thought about jumping down there because it looked like a waterfall, but it was not. Gotta be careful on hardcore, I learned that the hard way. I told you I was borrowing this. Everything's back to the way it was. Except of course for the other bed I stole, but no one was in that one. So it is morally okay. Really don't want to mess with any Endermen right now. I don't know how much damage they do, but I'm not gonna risk it. Classic red bed and some more bread. And a piece of grass, that's cool. Kinda wish it was a silk touch grass, but oh well. There's not much stuff in this village. If I remember correctly, there was only that one chest. I start thinking about maybe living in here, but it's just so scary looking on the other side. I decide not to. Plus, living in that hole was kind of boring. I tried to ask this chicken where I should live, but I don't think it speaks English. For tonight at least, I live here. I guess I'm a cartographer. After all, this is where I got the map from. There's a lot of caves around here. I have to remember to be careful so I don't walk right in them. I've done that before, and I've died that way before, not in hardcore. I'd normally say that I'd die for some coal right about now, but I really don't want to in hardcore. I don't want to trust the floating sand blocks ever, but even if it does fall, it shouldn't be too much. I'm really in need of coal anyways, and I might as well. I try to commit this to memory because I really like sandstone, but I don't like wasting sand. So I'll probably be back here eventually. I'm still very paranoid about all of the dark caves. Way off in the distance there, I see something that I don't recognize. I'm really not sure what it is. So I decide to make a boat and go check, and dang, does it feel good to not need to make a shovel to make a boat like in Bedrock. Another thing is boats control differently, and it was very weird to get used to. I'm really not used to modern Minecraft at all. Just little things always look completely out of place to me. I will forever remember Bedrock as the colors update. There it is. It's like a giant nether portal, and that actually looks really cool. If I remember correctly, they lead to piglin bastions. I might end up filling this one day, although that would be a lot of obsidian. I thought about living in this desert right here, but then I remembered the speedrunners used to come here to make more mob spawns, so I decided not to. It's probably better to be closer to the spawn point anyways. Thank you, Desert Well, for blessing this world. See that? The Desert Well protected me from harm from the cactus. Thank you, Desert Well. I'd assume a flat area would be good for visual acuity in a long-term hardcore world, but I hate this color green. I want to go back to the acacia. See that? There's 2 desert wells and a lava pool. This is a sign I have to be somewhere around here. This world really is blessed. I ended up deciding to live in this lagoon so that I can see both of the desert wells from my window at the same time. There's the desert well. I'm really not used to seeing turtles. They look so weird. Might as well flatten out this area. I want this to be the entrance. And then I ended up spending a totally normal amount of time making this staircase. Definitely not more than I should. But then pillagers came, trying to steal my crap. And I'm really scared about this because they're very close to the village. And villagers in Java especially like to die. And I really don't want to mess with them. I don't even have armor yet. I don't really have much iron, but I decide to just use it all to try and protect myself. It's either use it now or use it never, basically, if I have to confront pillagers. And I really don't want to have to fight them because I don't know where the extent of the village is. I really don't want to start a raid. Then, in the midst of panic, I completely forget how to make a shield. It's a weird crafting recipe, but I end up getting it. I'm just really glad that pillagers aren't completely aggressive. They're sort of just standing their ground in the middle of the water. They sure are scary though, how they all just turn around. Another great thing about Java compared to Bedrock is that Java, the drown, the most obnoxious mob in the game in my opinion, the drown spawn like they're supposed to, which is rarely. And in Bedrock, oh boy, the worst thing about Bedrock, even with all the bugs, the worst thing about Bedrock is that drown spawn constantly in every source of water imaginable, just constantly all the time. And they never despawn. So they take up all of the mob spawns. So if you want gunpowder or something, then there's no creepers, because there's just a million drown under the water that can't escape. But I end up just running away. Just running away from the pillagers and collecting some cactus. because honestly, I'll be damned if I play Minecraft and make glass that isn't green. Right there, I just tried to see if I could block damage from the cactus, which turns out I can't. And then I also tried to compare to Bedrock again, which there's been a bug in Bedrock for a long time where you can just stand on top of a cactus and it doesn't do damage. But in the time that I was gone, the pillagers seem to have gone off, so that's good. Now I can continue building my thing. And boy, it feels really good to be back playing Minecraft after not being able to play it for so long. I decided to go for a Formicarium look. I don't know, I thought it'd be interesting, and it's also very safe. I really don't want to have to leave this little compound thing I'm making, because I'm just terrified I'll just die again. It's good to see that the Minecraft mobs don't seem to be able to recognize how my house works, so that's pretty good. Another great thing about Java just keeps coming is that dolphins actually work. In Bedrock, they don't even show you where treasure, whatever it is called, is. They don't even show you where treasure is, and they don't even play with stuff like they're supposed to. But that's pretty much how far I've gotten so far. And for like the one person who's made it all the way to the end, what is your favorite look in Minecraft? Mine is, what's it called? Orange terracotta. It's too bad there was no mesa biome, at least around. But it's going pretty great. Hopefully I don't die anytime soon.